Hey, it's me. Most people don't realize what's really inside them. The kind of power I'm talking about isn't the usual kind. It's not about intellect or strength. It's deeper than that. It's spiritual. And unless we've done a certain amount of inner work, cleared out some of the fear, the pride, the stubbornness, it stays buried, sometimes even dangerous. Most of us are walking around only 10% awake. The rest of us are still asleep. Not because we're lazy, but because it's hard to wake up when we're clinging to the things we've always used to avoid pain. We think they protect us. They don't. They keep us stuck. If we want access to those deeper forces, intuition, connection, insight, healing, we have to go through something. We have to be willing to face the things we'd rather avoid. And when we do that, we start to see more clearly, not just the world, but ourselves. I don't think it's about chasing bliss. If we go after bliss just to escape pain, it's always going to slip through our fingers because that kind of longing is rooted in fear. Fear of emptiness, fear of death, fear of being unhappy. Those fears need to be met, not avoided. We don't move past them by pretending they aren't there. We move through them by feeling them. Most of us come to this work because something hurts. Something feels off and we want relief. That's natural. Underneath that is a deeper longing for growth, for meaning, for something real. At first, we might think we can fix things without changing too much. The more honest we get, though, the more we see that we have to let go of the patterns we've clung to for so long. There's a part of us that already knows there's more to life than the version we're currently living. That's the part that pulls us forward. That longing can get tangled up with old wounds, though. We end up chasing healing in the same way we chased approval as kids. That's where false and real needs come in. False versus real needs. So as children, we needed certain things, right? Safety, love, care. If we didn't get them, the pain didn't disappear. It just got buried, and the needs got twisted. What was once real becomes false when we carry it into adulthood, expecting others to meet it for us. The hardest part is realizing that no one can give us what we missed back then, not in the way we think we need. Even if someone wanted to, it wouldn't fill the gap because we're not children anymore. And the adult self has to learn to show up for those needs in a new way. And that starts with taking responsibility, not in a blaming way, in a grounded way. The moment we stop waiting for someone else to fix it, we step into our power. We stop demanding and start asking, what's really going on in me? Why does this hurt so much? When we stay stuck in the old pattern, blaming others, waiting to be saved, we cut ourselves off from our own center. We hand our power away. As soon as we begin to meet ourselves honestly, even if we're messy and raw, something starts to shift. We become less desperate for outside validation, less afraid of being alone. The things we're trying to get, love, safety, joy, they start to arise from within. Not perfectly, not all at once, in a way that's real. We begin to give instead of withhold, to offer warmth rather than waiting for it. And that brings a different kind of peace, one that isn't so easily shaken. Here's the catch. When we don't feel the pain of our unmet childhood needs, we end up chasing them in ways that never work. We demand, we resent, we blame. And when those demands aren't met, the hurt deepens. It hardens, it becomes bitter. The bitterness isn't coming from the original pain. It's coming from the refusal to feel it. We think if we just got what we wanted, we'd be okay. It doesn't work that way. The past can't be fixed in the present by getting more love or more approval. What heals the pain is turning toward it, letting it move through, not with force, with honesty. And yes, this hurts. It's a different kind of hurt, though. Real pain is soft, even when it's deep. It's not vengeful. It doesn't say, look what you did to me. It just says, this is what I feel. When we allow that, the pain begins to loosen. It doesn't have to stay stuck. False needs, on the other hand, demand that someone else fix it. They say, give me what I was denied or I'll suffer forever. That suffering becomes a weapon, often hidden. It says, see how much I hurt? That proves how wrong you were. And this keeps us trapped. It turns pain into punishment. And the person we punish most usually is ourselves. An adult's real needs are different. We need to grow, to express, to create, to give, to contribute to something larger than ourselves. And if we're not doing that, we suffer. We feel empty. So we have to look honestly. Where are we clinging to outdated needs? Where are we still waiting to be parented? When we stop demanding and start listening inwardly, something opens. The stuck places begin to shift. The energy that was tied up in blame and resistance gets freed up. It becomes creative energy. It becomes insight. It becomes love. If you're constantly frustrated in one area of your life, ask yourself, what am I insisting on? Then listen. Maybe you've been saying it has to be this way, or I won't be okay, when life has other plans. And often they're better than what we could imagine. But we can't see them if we're locked into only one idea of how things should go. It takes humility to admit we've been trying to control things. It takes courage to soften. That's where the shift happens. When we drop the hard edges of, I must have this, and meet ourselves as we are. When we do that, we create space. We create space for something new to our eyes. It doesn't mean that we stop wanting love or connection. It means we stop demanding it in the way we did as children. Real love begins when we can give it, when we're no longer trying to fill a bottomless pit, when we've touched the place inside that can hold both joy and grief. There's a voice in us that still says, if I don't get what I need, I'll fall apart. That voice isn't evil. It's just scared. But know that it's not the whole truth. And if you can hear it without becoming it, if you can hold it gently and question it, you'll find something stronger underneath, something steady. That's the part of you that knows how to live even in the face of pain. Pain doesn't destroy us. Resistance to pain does. When we tense against it, when we believe it's proof that life has failed us, we add another layer. When we breathe into it, when we feel it all the way through, it changes. It becomes movement. It becomes life again. Wherever you're stuck, wherever you're hurting, there's something underneath worth seeing. Not to fix you, to free you. And freedom comes not from being saved. It comes from being honest with yourself, first and always. Love you. Connect soon.